diagonal distance is what? Distance formula, otherwise known as Pythagorean theorem, right? Okay, same thing, right? Good. So, distance formula. According to the distance formula, all you have to do is x2 minus x1 squared and y2 minus y1 squared and add them together. So, it doesn't matter the order. You can do this one first. 2 minus 0 squared, the difference between the x's squared. And it is plus because it does come from the Pythagorean theorem, right? And then just do the distance between these two. Okay, 4 minus 1 4 squared. Okay, now I'll kind of cut to the chase here. It's kind of like the show where you're working on a recipe and you pull out the finished pie out of the oven, you know? It's already done, okay? And now over here, all right, pie. Yeah, how about that? Okay, now we have this freshly baked 289 over 16 is what would happen if you did all that stuff. Common denominator. Delicious. Wait a minute. What is the square root of 289?
17.
What's the square root of 16? Nice, it works, doesn't it? Okay. So parabolas are the only functions in the world that stay the same distance, always, all along here, between the curve and the focus and the curve and the directrix at all times. Okay? And that's what makes a parabola. All right? So that's a fun fact. Now, what we're going to do is try to list some ingredients. Tell you what, this is a good time to do a recap right now. All right? You can jot this down if you don't want to, just listen, but the recap is this. Do you remember how many ingredients make a circle?
4.
Ingredients of a circle.
H.
H, K, and the radius. So you just have 3 ingredients and that's it. Very good. All right. Now we did the ellipse. Next. What ingredients make the ellipse? HK, AB. And A is always in the ellipse bigger than B. All right, it's always a longer one. Okay. Then we did the hyperbola. HK. How many ingredients? 5. 5 ingredients. HK, ABC. Okay, so we just kind of added one each day. We got more and more complicated. Now we have the parabola. Oh boy. How many ingredients that's going to take? 2. 6, 7, 8. 2. Nah, it's easy. Just takes 3. Okay. Luckily, this is the maximum case for the year. We're not going to go any farther than that. Okay, so that's good. Parabola, all it takes is this. It takes an H, it takes a K, just like all these, and it just has an A. Doesn't have an AB, doesn't have an ABC, just an A. Between the focus. Okay. Hey, that's part of it. Impressed. The A term is this. The A term is plus or minus, it depends on which way the parabola is facing, plus or minus 1 over 4 times D. And D is the distance between the vertex and the focus. Or you could choose the distance between the vertex and the directrix. Either one, same thing. Okay? So it's the closest that you get to the focus. All right? And then HK, of course, is going to be the, you think it'll be the focus or the vertex? Vertex. Okay? There you go. So parabolas are actually pretty easy. You just do HK, figure out what that A term is, you're done. Okay? These might be the easiest one. Actually, circles are probably the easiest one. So not a second. Okay, so here's what we want to do. For this problem right here, what is the HK of this problem? 0, 0 is the vertex. All right? Now, another question. What is the D or distance between the focus and the vertex? That's 1/4. Okay? And guess what? That cancels out. 4 times 1/4 is 1. 1 over 1 is 1. What do we got at 1? You know what? A is going to turn out to be the, guess what? A is the coefficient. So it makes sense that you would get 1 for the standard x squared. That's why that is 1/4 right there. And that's why the formula is 1 over 4. Okay? So we get that. Now, to finish it off, here's how you write out the formula, because we do need to know what the formula is. All right? And this is unlike the ones we've done the last couple of days where you set it equal to 1, you write out fractions. It's not like that. Okay? Here's what you do. When you write an equation for a parabola, on the left-hand side, you put the y. So you put down y. But in every one of these equations we've done, what is the y always associated with? With the k. They are inseparable buttons. You always put y minus k in every one of these formulas, right? Same thing today, okay? On the other side, we'll put our coefficient a times, and then on the right-hand side, we have what variable? X, and who is X's inseparable button? H. Yeah, which one gets squared? The X gets squared if it's an up or down parabola, right? Okay. Keep that in there. There's your formula right there. Okay? So just kind of think of y equals x squared. It's just like it with a couple of differences. Okay, now take all this, plug it in there, we should get an answer. So we'll get y minus 0 equals plus or minus 1 times x minus 0 squared. Okay? Now if you drop the zeros, you would get what? Plus or minus x squared. Okay? Then you have to make a decision. So you want the picture, you want to graph it, like we always do. If you look at the picture, is that a plus x squared or a minus x squared? It's plus because it is what? Okay, what's that called right there? Oh, those balls. All right, so yes, to finish, yeah, so it is concave up, all right, it's facing up. If it's concave up, you would want to take the plus. Now, if it had been concave down, you would want to take the minus. So the answer is y equals x squared, which we knew all along, so it matches. Okay. All right, let's cut to commercial.